So we're pretty much back with another one. We're gonna go over how we executed, how you could have executed, and in essence, give you all the pointers you need to know to be able to actually trade like this and make money, right? So coming into the day, we really just saw two or three, maybe pretty much two trade opportunities. So how do we capitalize on trade opportunities? Well, really, what's key is understanding low time frame structure, right? Well, in confluence with high time frame structure naturally. So if we look into here, what we notice is that we tapped into the 3 minute order block right here from that news rip down to liquidate all of these trendline traders, and we had relative equal lows. Similar things were happening on EU, which was something good to observe for us because we knew that EU and GU were still sort of on the same page. This was the decisional, and we mitigated that and started to react onwards and just continue on higher. So looking at that and understanding that the daily time frame, the 4-hour time frame, and the hourly were all bullish, we really just needed to know that the lower time frames were starting to align with that higher time frame picture that we were trying to paint here, right? So this was a nice retracement of OTE, or a little bit lower than that, to be honest. And from there, really, we just knew that the 15-minute remained bullish. The 5-minute, we had a low time frame change of character right here on the 5-minute. And from there, we just looked for execution points, and we took two of these. The first one was this fair value gap. I really didn't love this one, but I still ended up taking it because, well, it did run, but I just didn't secure fast enough. These were my take profits. And the second one was actually the order block that caused that expansionary move to the upside. So we got the mitigation, and we saw the inversion of this fair value gap followed by the break of structure right here. Pretty much just entered on this fair value gap right here and left our stops underneath here. Now, most likely the Discord and everyone in there got stopped out on this because, well, we got nicely wicked out. And if they didn't, good, but I always tell them to systematically keep the pips, at least probably leave half a pip, if not a pip, in between the trades so that you can have a little bit of room for spread or even these type of scenarios. So slightly lowering that risk to reward and protecting yourself from such swings and spread helps you out in the long run. So in essence, I did hit this trade, but I really didn't count it as a win inside the Discord. I counted it as a loss, 2 losses here. And then the other trade that we took was on NQ. And that was a very, very simple trade. And all we really needed to know here was daily time frame was bullish. Previous day open was here, so we didn't really want to target all the way that to there because sometimes there's resistance there. So we just targeted within here and low time frame imbalance and liquidity points. So we just knew that the daily time frame was bullish. Now the 4-hour wasn't as bullish on NQ, but ES already had a 4-hour break of structure here. So observing this break of structure right here led us to the belief system, and this liquidity sweep here led us to the belief that we're going to go higher today. So with that knowledge, I went down to the better looking pair and looked at the details. And the details were that NQ was also looking to flip, and we just swept out all of these lows made here. And when market opened, what did we do? I look for a couple things. I look for either one, sell side liquidity get taken that we can just move on higher, or two, I look for buy side to get taken and then invalidate the taking of that buy side so that it looks bearish. And on the flip, I'll enter so that we can invalidate that and take the stops that were made earlier. So what does that mean for us? At market open, what do you notice? You notice these highs get taken right here. And you notice like this fake break of structure, at which I was like, okay, give me a break of structure to the upside, and on the mitigation and reaction, I'll enter. Came in, reacted off, came back up, at which point I was like, okay, we pretty much took out all the sellers from here by making this move higher. We're ready to go. And we got the break of structure and the reaction off of this area here to go higher, at which point I executed and pretty much saw a very, very nice trade. We secured about 4.5R off this trade and lost 2R. Ultimately ended the day very well. And mind you, this GU trade was supposed to be a really good trade, and it's a really good model for yourselves. And I have it right here for you guys. You have pretty much consolidation here, where you pretty much have a range that's made and liquidity that's built up, of which sell side gets to buy side, sell sides get taken.